Indiana Farm and Country, brought to you in part by the following: True Point Cooperative, customer driven, shared success; Koenig Equipment; and Allen Davis Insurance for total farm protection. Koenig Equipment for quality, reliability, and great support. For large ag, small ag, and turf, or any application, you can count on our 100-plus years of experience every time you get behind the wheel. Koenig Equipment stands behind our products with responsive repair and maintenance. At Koenig, you choose the maintenance program that works best for you, designed for your operation. Koenig is there to ensure your equipment runs smoothly all season long. Think Koenig Equipment.
Big Oil presents Mr. Slick and Dummy.
Do you know what the RFS is, dummy? It's a renewable fuel standard. It requires the oil companies to blend renewable fuels with their gasoline.
And that's real bad, right?
Yeah, the big oil, because it means we use less oil and more renewable, dummy.
Why doesn't Big Oil want you to know the RFS is good for America? You're no dummy. Don't let the oil industry treat you like one.
TruePoint has high-quality products for your livestock needs, and our expert on-time and reliable services support the best programs and analysis to help ensure your livestock herds and flocks are healthy and profitable. At TruePoint, we care about food and farming, and it's our mission to support you in your efforts to provide safe, affordable food for the world and your family. For energy, turf, grain, feed, agronomy, farm, and home, remember TruePoint.
Hello once again, everyone. We have the pleasure today to be in Piqua, the headquarters of True Point Cooperative, and I have the pleasure to be speaking with Larry Hammond, the CEO. Larry, it's been about 3 years now. A lot has happened for True Point Cooperative in those 3 short years. Can you bring us up to date on the number of cooperatives or the number of locations of True Point?
Well, it's been an exciting, challenging, and I guess just interesting 3 years as agriculture continues to have its ups and downs, and mostly ups in recent years. True Point will be 3 years old at the end of August, and we're very happy. We've had a successful start, and we still have some things we want to improve upon for our customers. Get a little better processing and consistency, and remember that we are here to serve our customers. True Point is currently operating somewhere in the low 40s number of locations throughout northeast Indiana and Ohio. One of the things that we do is try to get our operations more efficient and better able to handle them with the speed and the demands that they have for their production and marketing of their products. True Point is expanding. Over the past year, we have processed, and we are now in the process of building a plant in Milford, Indiana, which is about 2 hours northwest of Fort Wayne. And there's construction going on. One building is framed, and concrete work and dirt work. The rail has all been delivered and is being ready to be installed. And the first phase of that is a large agronomy plant that will be a dry fertilizer building, liquid fertilizer, anhydrous, and we'll have the associated services that go along with that to serve the customers in that area. We have a great team of employees, and we're really excited about the opportunities that we have to be part of the local agriculture. And even though we may have grown in size, we still want to be connected to the farmer on the farm one-on-one. And many of our locations are the link from that farmer to True Point, and that's the way we want it. We do not want to be so big that we can't remember who our customer is and how important it is, the job that they do to try to feed the world.
Does True Point have a 5-year plan or a future plan that's directed by, your board of directors?
Yes, we do. Every year we spend 4 to 5 days in long-range planning, looking at the future and looking at what we need to do to be positioned for our customers as they continue to grow and as overall agriculture continues to evolve. We have to be aware of the technology that's coming. That's just incredible. And I was talking to some of our farmers, and they said, I used to be able to drive a tractor, and today I have to be able to work the computer and get all the technology lined up on the planter and the auto steer and before I can just drive the tractor. So their roles have changed, and they understand that same has carried through to our business, that we have to embrace the technology to make us more efficient, more precise, and to continue to grow the necessary food that we are going to be to feed the world.
Larry, you say that the farmer, the local member, they're the lifeblood of the cooperative. At the same time, you need that educated employee to be able to provide the services. Where do you get your future employees?
That continues to be a challenge. There's less and less farm kids that are going to colleges of agriculture and getting the education that's necessary. We use employment recruiters. We look at universities. A lot of them have come by word of mouth from current employees or referrals from customers that they have had. And we have a very important recruitment process, and we have a selection process. Our goal is to match every employee with what they do best in the right role. And we're not just looking for people that want a job or that want to do something. We're trying to make that this is the love of their life, where they get to do what they do best every day. And so we really work hard in profiling and trying to assess the right fit, because we all know how important it is when we deal with employees of any business that are enjoying their job and are really engaged. It makes it a pleasure, and they are there to help you, not just take care of the business for the day.
Well, it sounds to me that you're going back to maybe days of yore, looking for people that enjoy their job and want to provide the service enough that they want to keep that job and work at that job, develop that position, those responsibilities, maybe over a lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely. We do not want people that are just here for a short period of time. We are really looking for people that want a career that we can help develop and grow, and that they can develop and grow into what becomes their passion for life. And our customers deserve that, and that is our emphasis, to try to have long-term employees that service those customers with a passion.
Well, to follow that up, Larry, if any of the listeners now are hearing what we're talking about and would like to get a little bit more information about the cooperative for any reason, what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
One of the first avenues would be go to truepoint.com, and our website has many links on there that associate, or you could call any of our locations and ask for information if you're interested in a career with the co-op. We are always looking for good people, and again, we want that match that's great for them and great for us. We want it to be a win-win, and they could contact their branch, or they could contact, and at the branch they would give them information on who to contact to seek out some employment or opportunities.
Very good. We've been visiting with Larry Hammond, the CEO of TruePoint Cooperative. Larry, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, and appreciate your show, and it's great to be a part of agriculture.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Who thinks more about the future than a farmer? You're deeply invested in prolonging the legacy you've inherited and built upon, because a farm is more than just another business. It's tightly tied to the family that runs it. Decisions you make today carry the weight of future generations. When you consult with others about your operation, look for strength and long-range commitment. Depend on Rural Community Insurance Services, committed to protecting American farmers for a long time to come.
Alan Davis, business owner, active farmer. Nobody understands farmers' needs better than Alan. For total farm protection, call today.
Alan Davis Insurance and Financial Services. Alan Davis Insurance, your solutions provide.
Hello, my name is Chase Snyder, Operations Manager of the True Point Milford facility, and I'd like to show you what we do best every day. Our facility will operate much like the one here in South Charleston, Ohio. Let's go for a quick tour. The dry fertilizer storage facility is built for optimum speed and capacity. Holding 37,000 tons of dry fertilizer, our mix tower can precisely custom blend your fertilizer and have you on your way in 7 minutes, all without ever leaving your truck.
We've been working with Advanced Agri Solutions and now True Point for the last 5 years, and our first experience was a great one and has been ever since. We're hauling product and having it delivered approximately 70 miles, and it has worked very, very well with us. Our first experience with Phil Alstetter, and we were told to pack our lunch because we won't have time to stop for lunch. And so we ignored that, and I did have to phone in and call our local restaurant so I could pick it up on the way by, and Mr. Alstetter made sure that we got covered up that day. Everything's worked very well ever since we've gotten started with True Point.
Liquid fertilizer loadout is also modernized from traditional storage, allowing for customizable product loadout and the capability to hot load a full semi in 17 minutes.
When they went to the pre-mix loading, we bought a new sprayer and trailer to match, 1,600 gallon sprayer, 1,600 gallon trailer. The pre-mixed liquid chemical loadout's been great for us because we don't have to handle any containers at all. We just get it all right in the trailer and squirt it in the sprayer. In 10 minutes, we're back to going. We don't have to worry about what's in it, or we don't have to worry about what's on the truck to make sure we got the right thing or the right amount. It's right every load.
Imagine the convenience of a loadout on your schedule. Certain liquid products like 28 are available from a 24/7 self-serve loadout, allowing you to pick up your product at your convenience.
I'm the type of farmer that likes to do everything myself, trucking as much as I can. We have our own tanker. So I can use that facility at my convenience 24 hours a day. Well, I pull in over there and I have a card in my pocket with a number on it, and I punch that into the computer, and they give me load numbers when I tell them what I want. Then I put the load number in, I hook the valves up, the hoses, punch start, and just set down for about 10-15 minutes. Works real well. I like to haul when other people aren't. I like to go early in the mornings and at night on holidays. Labor Day is usually when I haul the summer fill. Everybody else is, out having fun. They're not in my way. So.
Rounding out these unique services at our modernized facility is our anhydrous ammonia loadout, which can fill 8 double tanks simultaneously in less than 15 minutes.
The main thing about the anhydrous setup in South Charleston that makes it convenient for the operation is how large the facility is, how many risers that they do have now, and the efficiency that we can get in and get out. We have had no downtime. It actually sped us up faster, driving 25 miles longer than what we have done in the past. Their staff is very knowledgeable. The facility, they really prove that they're really putting their money towards the farmers, and for the technology of the inputs and the changing technology every day in farming. It's really good to see that a company is giving back to the farmers.
Hi, I'm Jim Wolf, Regional Sales Manager for True Point. I'd like to share with you why we are joining the extended Milford, Indiana community. First of all, True Point is a forward-thinking and growth-oriented company. Our success is founded upon 2 principles: serving our customers to the best of our capability and continually seeking and implementing innovative practices that will better serve our customers of tomorrow. We believe these principles will enable us to serve you in generations to come. We made the decision to locate in Kosciuszko County for several reasons. First of all, this area and surrounding counties are a very vibrant and fertile agricultural area. Secondly, customers in this extended area share TruePoint's commitment to excellence and innovation. Thirdly, county and state roads provide efficient access to and from our site. And finally, the intersection of the NS and CSX mainline railroads on our site provide TruePoint with world-class logistics and global access. We will bring unmatched resources to your operation because of our unique approach to service, the expertise of our staff and product partners, and the state-of-the-art asset. As you've heard from our customers in South Charleston and Botkins, Ohio, we deliver on our word and work to provide custom solutions. We look forward to learning about you, your operation, and earning your business. At TruePoint, we are customer-driven to have shared success.
Koenig Equipment for quality, reliability, and great support. For large ag, small ag, and turf, or any application, you can count on our 100-plus years of experience every time you get behind the wheel. Koenig Equipment stands behind our products with responsive repair and maintenance. At Koenig, you choose the maintenance program that works best for you, designed for your operation. Koenig is there to ensure your equipment runs smoothly all season long. Think Koenig Equipment.
Big Oil presents Mr. Slick and Dummy.
Do you know what the RFS is, dummy? It's the Renewable Fuel Standard. It requires the oil companies to blend renewable fuels with their gasoline.
And that's real bad, right?
Yeah, for Big Oil, because it means we use less oil and more renewable, dummy.
Why doesn't Big Oil want you to know the RFS is good for America? You're no dummy. Don't let the oil industry treat you like one.
With me, I have Max Favorite from Angola, Indiana. And Max has a very unique collection of here at the Red Power Roundup. Max, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you happened to get in this before we really start talking about your collection?
Well, I was a farmer all my life, milked cows, and back in about 1985, I actually bought a dealership and really got interested, and then I kind of got into the exotic ones, you know. It's more fun if you're number one. So that's how I went to Madison, Ohio one time, and there was a Go demo there, and I went home and looked and found out that I actually had one that had been painted red. So then I started collecting them, and I now have 5 Go demos. They was built in 1970 as a demo program, and then they was most of them painted afterward back red. And if you can find them, it's just actually like if you had a 66 SS or something, or a Camaro, you know, with a big motor or something. This is just kind of the exotic tractors of the collections.
Yeah, you know, Max, I remember when I was a kid that this program, I remember that the local dealer having one or the 2 of these out. And, you know, actually, when you're talking about demo, they actually took them out of the farmer, and the farmer got to try them out before he decided whether he was going to buy it or not.
Yeah. This particular one here went out to the farmer as a demo, and the farmer says, "Oh, you're not going to leave the farm, it's staying here, and you're not painting it red." So when I got this tractor back, it was actually still gold painted yet. So.
About how many of these demos were built? Do you have any idea?
We don't know for sure. They was only built for 5 or 6 months in 1970. There's some of them appearing now that's not really Go demos.
You know, how many of these, you say you have a total of 5 of these demos, but you have a lot of other things in your collection as well.
Oh, yeah, well, if you span up on the side of the truck, you can see some of my tractors. One time I had probably 35, and I sold everything now down to just the elite tractors, the ones that I bought new myself, and the ones that Go demos or something special about them, the V8s, and some of them that really showpieces are neat to take to a fair or something.
You know, one other thing that you do have in your collection that's I wouldn't say unique, but you don't see them anymore. And I remember them because, well, as a kid, I had an International pickup truck, and you have an International Scout over there.
Yes, I do. I come out of Central Texas, and there's no salt or anything on it. Most of them rusted out around here. 3 years they was mess, you know, but I got that in, and we take that with me, and when I get ready to leave tonight, well, we just take the Scout back to the motel, and plus we can bar hop or whatever we're doing tonight with the Scout and act like a bunch of teenagers and yell and scream at everybody. So it's probably getting as much attention now, the Scout, because more people relate to it, especially in this area, this close to Fort Wayne, Indiana, because it was built in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So,
You know, this whole thing is a passion, has to be a passion, and obviously you've developed that over time.
Not only the passion, it's the friends you make, and it gets to be an excuse to go somewhere, meet with your friends and party and have a good time and reminisce. And if you see the tent I got set up down here, they all come down and sit down and talk about old times. And I see people I haven't seen for 20, 30 years in other fields, you know, in the dairy field, and I really enjoy it, especially at my age. So.
Well, Max, we greatly appreciate you being with us.
Okay, I enjoyed it.
Koenig Equipment for quality, reliability, and great support. For large ag, small ag, and turf, or any application, you can count on our 100-plus years of experience every time you get behind the wheel. Koenig Equipment stands behind our products with responsive repair and maintenance. At Koenig, you choose the maintenance program that works best for you, designed for your operation. Koenig is there to ensure your equipment runs smoothly all season long. Think Koenig Equipment. TruePoint has high-quality products for your livestock needs, and our expert on-time and reliable services support the best programs and analysis to help ensure your livestock herds and flocks are healthy and profitable. At TruePoint, we care about food and farming, and it's our mission to support you in your efforts to provide safe, affordable food for the world and your family. For energy, turf, grain, feed, agronomy, farm, and home, remember TruePoint. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Ben Moore, and we're in beautiful Woodburn, Indiana. Ben, how you doing today?
Good, doing well.
Ben, tell us a little bit about your operation up here in Woodburn.
I'm a sixth-generation farmer. My grandpa and uncle, that's who I still farm with a little bit. Grandpa's retired. We're out of Woodburn, Indiana. We raise corn, soybeans, wheat, and we finish some hogs.
You know, when you talk about 6 generations, you have to be very, very proud of your family and your operation here. Tell us a little bit about that history, you know, several generations ago, how it got started and how you were able to maintain this family operation.
We've always really valued our relationship with our landlords, and we think that's always been one of our strong points. And we just really been stewards of the land. One of our goals was always to pass the land along better than to the next generation than we received it, and we just try and do all that with conservation.
You know, again, when you talk about family, let's talk about your family. Who's involved with you now in this generation?
I farm with my uncle, Steve Moore. He and I are 50-50 in the business, and then we've got a couple hired men that are non-family that help.
And you've got some kids involved in the family business, right?
Yeah, they're just coming in and starting to have an early stake. The oldest is 16, clear down to the youngest are 10.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about your relationship with one of our fine sponsors, TruePoint. I mean, how important is it to have those kind of suppliers in the success of your business?
TruePoint has been a real good supplier to us. They're our number one supplier. We use them for everything from fertilizer to the grain to chemicals. They've been a real good sounding board of advice and opinions and knowledge to us, and they've been able to service us and get us product when we need it and how we need it.
You know, it's nice to have that kind of security blanket, if you will, have that kind of support from your suppliers. Tell us a little bit more about your relationship with them, how long you've been working with them.
We've worked with TruePoint ever since they began TruePoint. They were, when it was originally Advanced Ag, we were a branch up here. It used to be EMP that they acquired, merged in with, and it's really been probably the best thing that's ever happened to our local branch.
Where do you see the future for your family?
We've played a little bit on and off with some specialty crops. We've raised some Vistive soybeans in the past. That market's kind of gone away. Hopefully they're coming back now. We may have a Plenish bean we can raise. I like the idea of being able to raise a healthier bean, to do something like that for the community and everybody. So that's something we're going to look at.
You know, Ben, one of the things that we like to talk about with all our farmers is one of the things that you mentioned right off the bat is how important it is for you and your family to be good stewards of the land. What are some of the environmental practices that you're doing here on your farm to accomplish that?
One of the things we're doing is we're doing pretty much all variable rate technology, from the seeding to the fertilizing to the lime. We haven't gone that route as far as with herbicide applications yet, but we're trying to get the right amount of product on the right acre at the right time. We're really trying to be timely with our applications, and clear down to we're not doing recreational tillage, I'll call it. If we don't think the ground needs work or it's in good enough shape, we're trying to get by with a minimum till or a no-till operation anytime we can.
And it sounds like you're really taking advantage of technology. As technology grows, you're integrating that into your business in a very successful way, it seems like.
We try it. We'll look at a program or an operation for a year or so, maybe, before we'll jump into it. Some of them we've dove in right away, but we try and spend a lot of time in the winter doing research and on education in the winter.
Very good. Ben Moore has been our guest up here in Woodburn, Indiana. Ben, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.